Welcome back, guys. This is question 5.66, and in our previous video we have solved this question, part A and part B of our question. So in part C of our question, what is the statement? If we define a working day as a 12 hours, what is the probability that at least 75 small aircrafts arrive during a working day? Okay, so this is the statement, and here as the average rate per hour is 6, okay, which is what, which is the lambda. So for 12 hours, what it would be, it would be 6 multiplied by 12. Okay, so the average number of hour here would be 72. Okay, so this is what, this is the lambda. So on the basis of it, what is the probability that at least small aircraft arrive during a working day? So we have to find it out, and this is what we have to find. X is greater or equal to 75, which is a very huge number. Lambda is huge, 75 is huge, and in order to find it out, as the limit is now infinite, so what we can do, we can find it out by px is less than 75. Okay, so we have to use this one. Now this is again a very huge number, and in order to use it and in order to solve it, we cannot use the Poisson distribution, but we have to use what? We have to go to the continuous probability distribution, and that is the normal distribution. Okay, so as we know that in Poisson distribution case, as this is a Poisson problem, but due to the very huge number of the lambda and the probability item or the limit of the probability, we have to move to the normal distribution, but the mean will remain the same, and mean would be 72. And as in the Poisson distribution, the mean and variance remains the same, so variance is also 72. Okay, in order to find the value of the standard deviation, the value of standard deviation is square root of 72, because this is the square root of it, and when we will find it out, it would be what? 8.48. okay, so these are what we have. Now in order to do it by using the normal distribution, we have to use the z-score. Okay, we will also discuss it in our upcoming videos, but what is a z-score? In order to do it, we have to write the 75, and as the value of x is less than 75, so therefore we can write here 74.5, which is the thresholding factor. Okay, from it I have to remove the value of what? Or first I have to remove the value which is the mean value divided by the standard deviation, which is 8.48. okay, this is what? This is z equal to x minus mu divided by the standard deviation. This is the formula I'm going to use. Okay, so this is what we have to do. Now after finding them out, the answer of it, or the value of z, would be 0.2946. okay, so this is the value, which is the value of z, or the value of z is 0.2946. okay, so we have to find it out for it, and for it the probability or the value of 8 we want to find out, and it would be 1 minus the probability at which the value is 0.2946. okay, so we have to find it out. So in order to find this value, what do we have to do? We have a table which is called the z table. Okay, so let us move to the z table, and let me find out here the value of 0.2946. so this is z table. Okay, let me see it here, 0.2946. these are all the values here. These are all the values of z, and these are the additive factors. You can see that after the decimal point we have only single item, and these are the additive factors with them. So let us move to 0.29. okay, so this is 0.2, and with it we have 0.29. So if 0.2 is subtracted, the remaining one is 0.09. okay, so the 0.9 is here, so here it would be 0.6141. okay, so this is the value we need to find out. This is the column, this is the row, so 0.6141. so let me write it, 1 minus 0.6141. okay, so after subtracting the value from 1, we will get the answer, and the answer of it would be 0.3859. okay, so that is basically the solution which we wanted to find out here, and that is basically the solution of our question, in which we have used this z-score by using this formula, and that's what we have moved from Poisson to continuous normal distribution. okay, so that's it for today, in which we have completed our question 5.66. if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment box. See you soon.